Hey guys, it's me Rebecca. So this will be the start of another weekly vlog, and for this one I think I'll be mostly reading Heaven Official's Blessing by Mozang Tomoshi. I started this one in volume 1, sorry. I started this one in my last weekly vlog, and so far I'm on page 166, and I'm liking it. Oh my gosh, Elaine was able to kind of defeat this. It was that. Okay. He was able to defeat this like ghost groom who was this, I guess, resentful bride who was heartbroken when her lover in not past life, I guess the lover she had when she was alive, like, he did return her feelings, but after the war was completed, because they were from opposing countries in war. After his country won, kind of like broke it off of her, and she tried to keep him like in her life and whatnot. And she was quite resentful about that, and that's why she was taken apart, because they look so happy and yet she's not happy, so why should they be happy? Like, yes, she's taken out her anger and resent on them, and trying to get his attention because he is one of the officials now of heaven. So yeah, it seems like she was taking advantage of this like gringos who's a quite powerful ghost. So yeah, and before this, Shalane means this. He kind of meets this guy in a sense, like, he's escorted from the wedding incident to the temple where he finds the brides, and then the guy just turns into a bunch of butterflies and flies away. And when he informs the other officials in heaven about this, they inform him that he's a ghost they don't really like, whose name is Hua Shalong. I'm looking at the pronunciation guides, but I feel like I butchered that. So this ghost who's like from this area where hundreds of ghosts go to fight, and whoever comes on top wins. And he's also a ghost who challenged like over 30 officials in heaven to duel. They all lost, and they go back on their word that they'll kind of descend from the heaven and live among the mortals. And when they refuse to do that, he burns all of their temples down. Like, there's thousands of temples he burns down in a single night. And they also lost their believers. So without believers, without temples, they kind of fall on their own, in the sense, from what I've gathered. So yeah, so that's also quite interesting. And yeah, so far I'm liking it. And also I have to say, there's a death of a young girl, Charlene, I believe her name was, who she just wanted to help Charlene. I need to double check the pronunciation guide on that name, but she dies trying to protect him, and it seems like he meets someone. I'm looking at the I was looking at the name guide in here, and it seems like he met someone. Oh yeah, he met Sunline, I believe that's who he meets. like who's this boy who lives in the mountains, who's an orphan, who has this like disease on him that kind of causes like human faces to be on his face. So that's also quite interesting. So yeah, but yeah, so far I am liking it. I was afraid I wouldn't like having the official's blessing as much as I do like Grandmaster, and I did have to kind of change my expectations because of my experience behind Grandmaster. Like, I was already familiar with the story because of the TV show. So yeah, but yeah, so far I'm liking it, and yeah, and I think for the rest rest of the day I'm planning to do some cleaning. I might go somewhere, I'm not sure. And yeah. So it's the next day and I did go out for a bit. I just went for a bit of a walk and I'm planning to go for a bit of a walk later today because it's supposed to be 60. So yeah, I'm excited for that. But I have done some more reading of Heaven Official's Blessing and I'm on page 2.2, about to start chapter 8. And I'm still liking it a lot. I have to make a correction of what I said yesterday. Is we were introduced to something yesterday. In like my previous section, we were introduced to him. Sorry, I'm saying hustling again. We were introduced to him just now. The boy who had like bandages on his face doesn't like go on the boy. I think I read like the description wrong or something. Yeah, I just read the description wrong, so I'm so sorry for that. But Shelaine, he is back in the mortal realm, just trying to kind of build a temple so he can worship himself and kind of like, I guess, convince other people to worship him so he can get married and whatnot. And while he was out of the temple, like which is like this abandoned shack people just go to, like if they just want to sleep or something, or need to get away for a few days. Turns that into a temple when he's out as like gathering supplies for it, and on his way back he takes a ride on this like cart that's pulled by an ox where he meets oh my god, Shenling, oh my god. And Shenling is like this kid who kind of went away because his parents were arguing and they told him to leave. And he's someone like, I think he's from like a witch family or a family that has high status in this area. And he seems to know a lot, like he's a smart kid who reads a lot, it seems like, and there's some things that's like odd about him, like in the sense like he's able to draw a picture of the Prince of Shanley, which is what Shenlong is. Like, and Shenlong, like, he hasn't been worshipped for hundreds of years, so there should be no way for this kid to know how to draw him. And they start heading out on this adventure to an area called Banyu, after this, like, not a ghost, but it's like a ghost in a human meat suit, essentially, tells them that something happened there, so they want to check it out. And that's when Ren tells him that he shouldn't, tells Shanley, God, what's wrong with me? Shenlane, sorry, that he shouldn't like bother dealing with the matter. So, but also with Shenlane, for some reason, and I don't know if it's like paranoia on the parts of Nanfeng and Fu Yao, but for some reason they attack him when they see him. They don't trust him. They think that he might have other motivations or for some reason. I think they seem to not think the highest of Shilane. Like thinking that he didn't has the boy enough for them. You know, like there's no alternate motives for helping out, for going with him. So that's interesting. If there is something about Chanling that these two don't trust, or that they saw but they can't put their finger on, like, is he human, is he not? Like, that's the question. So yeah, so far I'm intrigued and just curious to see what else. And overall of this novel, like, I know it is like it feels like the very first part, that's the beginning of this very long story, which it is. So yeah, I'm just curious to see how the rest of this like volume will go, and I'm definitely, if I'm able to, I'm gonna check out the rest of the volumes. So that's good. And yeah, I think I already mentioned I'm planning just to go for a bit of a walk. I'm not gonna film it just because I'm just gonna be in my neighborhood, and I'm not filming that for YouTube privately. So yeah, I do have some plans for tomorrow. Again, like I like saying, I'm afraid of jinxing it. So tomorrow's supposed to be quite warm, like 71, like yeah, I'm glad. So yeah, that's all for So it's the next day, and as you just saw, I did go to another library sale. It's my last one for a few weeks, I think. So yeah, but it was like a buy a bag for $5 and fill it up with as many books as you want or can or whatever. So yeah, I walked away with about 6, which I will show you in a minute. But yeah, today was this hot, like it's 70, 71 roughly. And it feels like it is hot today. Like I did change into a different t-shirt the second I got home because the t-shirt I was wearing is it's not a thin shirt, like material wise it's quite thick, and I thought like it would be fine. It was fine. I just got hot and it got sweaty. So yeah, but I did go for a lovely walk, and yeah, and I have also done some reading of Heaven's Official's Blessing, and I'm on page 272. Yes. And I'm still like, we did get into the kingdom of Banu, and stuff happened, and yeah, like not really much to update you on. Yeah, this seems like Sonling has some powers, or I don't know, he looked at a scorpion snake combo creature thing, like with a dark look, and that thing exploded. So yeah, I'm still liking it a lot, obviously. So yeah, now a bit of a book haul. I don't think I'll be going into synopsis for most of these just because I just don't really wanna, and with these I don't really know what some of these are about. They just looked really freaking interesting. So yeah. But first one I got is Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver, which I believe is almost like a retelling of, oh my god, what is it called? It's the Charles Darwin book. Charles Dickens book. It's that one, but it's told in like the southern USA. If only I had looked on Encyclopedia. It's David Copperfield, oh my god. But with Demon Copperhead, yeah, it's about a boy who's born to a teenage single mother and a single white trailer, and with no assets beyond his stepfather's good looks and copper-colored hair, and yeah, he faces perils in the foster care system and whatnot. I don't know. I'm just intrigued about it. I do want to check out Barbara Kingsolver. So yeah. Second book I got is Trespasses by Louise Kennedy, and this is about this girl who's living in Belfast, and she teaches. And by day she's teaching at a school, at night she's working at a bar, and she meets this barrister who made a name for himself for defending IRA members, and against her better judgment, she lets herself get drawn in by him in his world and whatnot. Like, it just sounds interesting to me, but I don't know, that seems interesting. Next is Jane Harbor Excels, which is in Mystery Thriller. It's about like how this woman goes missing at a festival, and a year after she goes missing, but like her disappearance, her absence really casts a long shadow on this like South Australian wine county, and yeah, I don't know, that seemed interesting and whatnot. I'm intrigued. Next is the Geographer's Library by John Fasson, which I believe is about this guy who snatches a sack of artifacts from the core geographer's library, and in the older time period, and in 900 years later in New England, this young reporter is investigating the mystery death of a professor, and somehow the two timelines collide, so I don't know, that seemed intriguing to me. Almost done. Next is The Yard by Alex Grison. This is about this like murder squad that's like was formed by the Metropolitan Police after they failed to catch Jack the Whipper, and a Scotland Yard inspector has been found dead, and the squad thinks this was a targeted like act, so yeah, I don't know, this seems fun, interesting, and I do like the Victorian setting. And lastly, but certainly not least, I don't know, I'm just losing energy, I'm so sorry, but that would be My Oxford Year by Julian Whalen, which is about this American student who's studying abroad in Oxford, and she's offered this unbelievable position in a rising political star's campaign. She's able to work remotely and whatnot, and yeah, it's just like it's just like kind of confliction of interest, I guess, in this one. But yeah, sorry if I'm like losing interest or whatever. I am just tired, so yeah. I'll see you when I see you. But yeah, I think for the rest of the week you're not gonna get any like any more walks discussed. For the rest of the week they promise rain and chillier weather, so yeah, we will see. Maybe Saturday I'll be able to go on a walk, I don't know, but if I do, then I might not film this, because I might just want to enjoy it, but we will see. So yeah. So it's the next day, and as you saw, I did go for a bit of a walk actually. They changed their minds, and no longer are we supposed to get rain today. It's supposed to be this cloudy, but tomorrow I believe they do promise rain, but we shall see. But yeah. And I have some big plans tomorrow, so I don't think I'll update you. I have to drive like over an hour somewhere, so I'm gonna be dead by the time I get home. So that's lovely, or that's gonna be fun by you. I have done a lot more reading of Heaven's Official's Blessing, and now I'm on page 328, and I'm still liking it. There are now some suspicions, I'm guessing, I'm having about the Sonling. There's a point where he just seems taller at 1 second and then back to normal, or his features kind of change according to Shailene. So yeah, and we learned that in an earlier section there was like this general who was demoted a bunch of times for being too kind-hearted, and he was killed because he was trampled to death by both sides of this war. So we learned that much. Of course, we should have figured out or not, because this guy's just too kind-hearted. So yeah. And there was a moment that was this cute, where they're thrown into this like a pit where no one's supposed to survive. And when Shailene falls in, someone catches him, and he puts him down on one part where there's no human bones, no human bodies anywhere. And this one part, which is kind of nice of him. So yeah, and yeah, we are learning more of Shailene's history with I guess the state perciperator, I believe it is, of Banyu, whose name is Banyu. So yeah. So yeah, I am liking it. I will probably be able to finish it tomorrow before I leave, but I don't know if I'll be able to update you because I am gonna be dead tomorrow, or I won't have time to update you. But yeah, but my next read will be The Library of the Unwritten by A.J. Hackworth, which is about this library where unfinished stories live, and there's this librarian who kind of keeps an eye on them, make sure they don't escape, make sure they behave like is, I guess, almost like it's supposed to be in like a neutral space in hell where these stories are supposed to be just to go to die. And one day a hero from a story escapes from his book and goes in search of the author, and she must track him down with help of a couple of beings, one assistant and a demon. So yeah, that should be interesting, and yeah, I'm intrigued to see about that. So yeah, I'll update you either tomorrow or Friday, but I'll update you. And I apologize if it's a bit dark, but I just got home from a very long day. I think I mentioned yesterday I had to go to Providence, Rhode Island to help my mom out of somewhere. And from where I live, it's about an hour and a half journey there, meaning I spent about 3 hours in the car, like in total today, so I'm tired. But I did a lot of reading today. I finished Heaven Official's Blessing, and I give it 4 stars. I did enjoy this a lot. I liked the ending when Hua Cheng, like he's like, next time we meet I'll show you my true face because I wanna. And he leaves Shilin this like this wing, and yeah, like some characters face consequences, like not major characters, I think, minor. And we learn who it was that caused the windstorm. They were more friend than foe then, so yeah, I did like this a lot, so yeah. And I also started The Library of the Unwritten by A.J. Hackworth, which I think I gave a synopsis of yesterday. And I'm on page 24, and I'm intrigued. We start off with Claire, who is the librarian of the Unwritten Wing, and she's capturing this character who escaped her book, and we see how she puts the character back in her book with some assistance, as to say. And she meets this demon, Leto, I believe his name is? Yeah, Leto, who informs her that a character somehow managed to escape the wards of the library, and she has to go hunt it down. And Claire's, in a way, she is human, but she's not like a librarian, I don't really know. But she is someone who, she is the librarian, and she is someone who has so many unwritten stories. Like, she's started projects, abandoned them, and whatnot. And she's kind of become like there. She kind of has this legacy, like the other creatures of the library, like or of hell are afraid of her, and she doesn't give a damn. Like, she's calling Lucifer the king of hell so many pet names and so many terms that not a demon is like, how dare you call the boss that? Like, he's just like, who is she? And so yeah, but she's not able to go to Earth on her own. She needs the assistance of Brevity. I don't know how to say that name, but she's her assistant who is able to go to Earth and summon her and head to Earth to try and find this character from a book. And when they find this character, they see they're having coffee with their author. So yeah, and they need a distraction to get the character away from the author, because otherwise it would just complicate some matters. So yeah, I am intrigued by that. So, but I don't even I spent most of today in Providence, kind of just walking in in a city. Like, there were parts of it that are very beautiful, and a lot of parts where we're just able to see water. So yeah, you would have seen some clips. And yeah, the only thing I really about was like we went to Trader Joe's to get some like fruit, vegetables and whatnot for the week, because that's where we go to buy that kind of stuff. And we ordered there and we had time to go. So and as you saw, I did go to a bookstore that was called, I'm looking it up, sorry, Books of the Square, and I am from inside because I just didn't want to, but also they did have a sign up asking you not to use your cell phone to kind of like respect other customers. So yeah, we did that. I don't know. It was very pretty. It's a nice little bookstore, and in order, because I was in Providence to help my mama, she did buy me a book, and she bought me The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo, which I kind of like the black spread edges. I'm not sure if this is like with the first edition and whatnot, or yeah, but this is Leigh Bardugo's newest release, and it takes place in Madrid, and it's about this girl who uses magic to get by day to day, and her mistress learns about her magic, and she demands the girl Lucia to use the gifts to better the family's social position. And yeah, this explores Louisa as Louisa plunges into a world of seers, alchemists, holy men, and house rulers, where the lines between magic, science, and fraud are never certain. And she learns the danger that her Jewish blood will doom her to the Inquisition's wrath. And yeah, I don't know, that seems interesting to me, and yeah, I'm intrigued. And as well, I don't know if it's all independent bookstores or if Barnes is doing this, but I got this bookmark for free when I bought this book, which it's a wooden bookmark that says The Familiar with this like scorpion thing, they kind of like cut into it, which I think is cool. So yeah, and yeah, that's all for today. I'm just kind of glad I'm just glad it wasn't like downpouring, because yeah, at least I was able to enjoy my day, because it was just a drizzle. So yeah. So it's the next day, and I just got back from running some errands and whatnot, and it's another gloomy day. Yeah, and reading wise, I am still reading The Library of the Unwritten, and I'm on page 84. I am somewhat intrigued for some reason with the writing. I just sometimes don't feel like I'm in the story. Like, I understand what's going on, I can visualize what's going on at points, but it's like I just don't feel in it yet. But we did capture the hero that escaped from his novel, but he gave, as a parting gift to his author, he gave her some pages when she burned or something, but anyway, his book is incomplete, and so he's having some difficulty kind of trying to get back into his book, and Claire now suspects that more than one book's missing from the library, so that's fun. And there's also actually a second part to this novel, which I failed to mention. But there's this angel named Remo, who he used to be like a proper angel, but after something happened, he kind of fell and is like this watcher, which is like those who are deemed good enough to go to heaven, they kind of have to pass through these gates. It's not really like anything significant, it's just some protocol or something, but one day Esau hands him a page from what's called the Devil's Bible, and Ramon, tasked by the Archangel Uriel, is tasked to find the rest of this novel, the rest of this Bible, I mean. And he goes to Earth as well at the same time as Leto and Claire. And he is on a watch for demons, and since Leto is like this demon, he hunts them down, and he suspects that Claire has this Bible. So we're also dealing with that, and I think since the hero storyline is dealt with, that's the storyline we'll be following, this adventure of Claire trying to find the rest of the Bible, trying to figure out what this is, and Ramon is following her, taking it for heaven. So so I am intrigued by that, and so far it's interesting, I guess. Like, I don't know, it's fine so far. That's just my feelings towards it initially, but again, I'm only about 80 pages in, so I'm not that far in, and this book's like 300 plus pages, so but I mean, for the rest of the day I'm just gonna do some work and whatnot, and there's nothing really interesting to film, so I'll see you when I see you. So it's the next day, and it's also gonna be the end of this vlog, and today I've not really done much. I've just done some cleaning and whatnot, like nothing really interesting. And of course I've done some reading of the Library of the Unwritten, and now I'm on page 140, and so far I just feel mad about it. Like, it's fine, it's not a bad book, but I just don't feel connected to it, and anyway, like, I am interested in seeing this novel go through, but it's fine. And the adventures of Claire and the others have led them to a place, another realm, I guess, of hell, called Vita. I'm probably butchering them, but it looks like it's like inspired by like Norse history or something, as there's a lot of Vikings and whatnot. And they're there to meet one of Claire's predecessors, not the previous one, but a few lines down, named Born, I believe that's his name, in order to get some answers about this artifact. And in order to get their answers, because there's no treaty between Hell and Valhalla, Claire and others, they must prove themselves in this like duo, or the hero, who wants to go by hero for some weird reason, has to actually fight not a chosen one, but I guess a hero in this world. And while Claire must, I guess, battle Born in a battle of words, and it's really, that one was like them saying quotes, and unless they said who the author was, they would be attacked by these like gold or silver strands, which was quite an interesting concept. But and they run into the angels, who's also there to kind of get answers as well. So that's also interesting. No, I don't know. I'm finding this to be fine. One more thing I found interesting was when they had to leave their realm of hell and go into the realm of like Vaya. Lato's, I guess he saw like his life before he died, and I guess that's what Claire also saw. Like, their life, the I guess dark parts of their lives before they died, or what led them to their deaths, which I don't know, is quite interesting. So yeah, but yeah, so far like the book's fine. I'm not connected to it at all, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep doing that after I read it. We shall see my decision at the end of next week's vlog. So yeah, but that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below telling me what you've been up to recently. If you want to, please subscribe to this channel. And if you want to follow me on any social media, all those things are in the down bar below. I will see you guys next time I post a video.